painted on Tuesday, so we're not letting people touch it today because we don't have a clear coat on it, and we don't want fingerprints yet on it. Once the clear coat gets on in about 3 weeks, next year when you come, you will be able to take pictures and touch and everything. The other thing is, in this black booth over here, we're going to show the making of the horse when it first was made. And then on the other side of that black booth is the pictures of how it was to make it, how it was refurbished. So Agneta, would you please explain about the horse?
Hi, how nice to see so many here. Wonderful. This is really a wonderful occasion for me. I'm very attached to this horse, and there are 14 more horses just like this, but not in the Dala colors. We did these 15 horses in Sweden 2004, or rather 2003. And I worked on this project for 2 years every single day. And I can tell you it was a project that I'm glad I didn't know. I thought we should have 75 horses because the Svea had 75 chapters, and I felt that every Svea chapter should buy a horse and their artist should make it. Thank God there were only 15. So the horses, or the original 15 horses, are placed all over Sweden and all over the United States, and one is in Saudi Arabia. They were all donated by different Svea chapters, and this horse, before it looked like this, was called the Angel Horse and was given to the Swedish church in San Pedro. And it was in the garden, and all the kids have played for 14 years on that horse, and the son has played also, so the horse didn't look like much at the end. You could hardly see the beautiful angels, etc. So the church council and the church decided that it had been there long enough. Now somebody told me, and I said, no way you're going to just scrap it. This is too much work has gone into this. Let's find somebody that can restore it. Well, I tried all over the place, and then a good friend of mine, Maj-Lis Vasa, said, why don't you try the Vasa Park? And I believe that was in the spring, and you had a festival here, so I went here and I talked to the Vasa Park people, and my goodness, and I didn't say that it was in good shape, I told them it's in bad shape. And they still said, well, we'll go there and see, take a look at it. And I kept my fingers crossed. And then finally they told me, oh, yes, we would love to have it. At that time, I don't think they know how heavy it was and how secure it was in cement in the garden of the church. But they did it, and I have not had the time yet to talk to the two guys that I saw a minute ago, who were the reason for this fantastic restoration. First of all, I know that the legs up to here had termites. The whole horse, since it was made of stand-up wood, had sort of separated with the heat and the rain, etc. And the head was almost going to fall off. I don't understand how they did this, but all I can say is that my heart is with you all the way. I'm so delighted to see it in its original form of a Dala horse. And where are the ladies that made this horse today or painted it this week? Fantastic!
So, yeah, everybody, Richard, all of us. But let me say a couple more things. We don't leave, we could take some pictures. But I wanted to let you know that Richard Stevens right here, he's the president of Vasa Park. And
Richard!
He moved it from the church. He got it out of the concrete at the church and got it to his place.
I took the concrete too.
And took the concrete. My husband, Richard Hingstedt, come up here. This is my husband. restoration. There was this very long list of things to do, and he worked more than 130 hours of volunteer hours on this horse since February this year. And I was right there with him almost every hour. So he's got a lot of hours in there. He did a lot of shaving of he gave it a haircut. I don't know if anybody saw it before, but it had a mane on it. He made the ears more Dala-like. And then I kind of had this idea that we should bring some Swedish painters here who actually do this in Sweden. And we were with Ken Lindgren's help, another delegate from Vasa. She got in contact with Christina from Sweden, and if you could just say,
My name is Gunilla Lindberg, and we work at Grannas A. Olsson in Nilsson, Sweden.
And my name is Jenny Paul.
so the Vasa Park sponsored them to come here so that they would do this for us, and they volunteered their time to come here and paint. And we thought it would take 2 days, but they did it in 1 day. And they worked they got here Sunday, and by Tuesday morning they were painting. No, they got here Monday, and by Tuesday they were painting, and they finished it in 1 day. We didn't expect that, but they worked very hard first thing in the morning until it was done, and we're very proud of it, very, very proud. And also I want to say my younger brother Bjorn Spabberg, he was instrumental with Richard in collaboration. He's back there. And we just brought the horse out here yesterday. It just arrived here yesterday on a trailer. So all of California could have seen it on the way if they saw it. It was a fun ride. It was great. It's an experience that I'll never forget. I love Dala horses. I have a whole collection at home. And so I'm very proud that the Svea and the church graciously allowed us to acquire this beautiful, beautiful horse, and we will cherish it for at least 20 more years. And then we have to bring maybe them back in a few years to do a little restoration. So we thank you ladies for coming and being part of this wonderful time. Thank you.